So this video is sponsored by Cyberpower UK. They build a lot of awesome PCs. If you do want to go check it out, I will leave the link down in the description. So my channel is mainly known for Plants vs Zombies. The content I focus on mainly is the console side of the franchise, which is Garden Warfare 1 and Garden Warfare 2. But Plants vs Zombies has been going for a long time. So I thought, why don't we take a trip back in time and take a look at the evolution of Plants vs Zombies. So the first ever Plants vs Zombies game was developed and published by PopCap Games and was released on May the 5th, 2009. That's absolutely crazy because that was over 8 years ago. And since then, so much has happened with Plants vs Zombies. Now, if you also think of Plants vs Zombies, you will think of it as a tower defense game on the mobile platform. Well, the original Plants vs Zombies wasn't even developed for mobile games. It was originally developed for the PC, Mac, but also released on Steam the exact same day. So this wasn't even a mobile game. This was a PC and Mac game that you could play on your computer. Pretty crazy, right? It was only in February 2010, almost a year later from the original release date on PC, that a version was made on iOS. And later in 2010, on September the 8th, they made an Xbox Live Arcade version with new gameplay modes and features. Now at this point, the original Plants vs Zombies game was so popular that they developed and released a Nintendo DS version on January the 18th, 2011, and followed that up by releasing a PlayStation 3 version a month later. It only got an Android version of the game on May the 31st, 2011 on the Amazon App Store, and was only released on Google Play, which was known at Android market at the time, on December the 14th, 2011. That's almost 2 years difference between when it was released on iOS to when it was released on Android. I mean, these days, Plants vs Zombies is very much focused on the mobile side of gaming, but back in the day, it was a PC version that had a little bit on mobile, a little bit on DS, and a little bit on console as well. The original Plants vs Zombies game won quite a few awards, including Casual Game of the Year, but it was also nominated for many awards as well, such as the Best Downloaded Game, the Best Game Design, and also Best Games of 2009. In late 2012, PopCap announced that they were working on a sequel to Plants vs Zombies. However, shortly after the announcement, the company went through a period of layoffs, so people wasn't sure if a sequel was going to happen or not. But on August the 15th, 2013, almost a year after the announcement was made, Plants vs Zombies 2 It's About Time was released as a free-to-play game and was exclusive on the iOS device, before later that year being released on Android. Since the release of Plants vs Zombies 2 It's About Time, the game has received numerous significant updates which keep people interested in playing the game. This includes brand new worlds and also brand new plants that you can unlock by progressing through the levels. They're still updating the game as of right now, but the updates have definitely slowed down, so I'm curious if they are working on a Plants vs Zombies 3. Maybe we'll find some information out about that very soon. In May 2013, PopCap developed a Facebook game called Plants vs Zombies Adventures. This was a newer, different spin-off version of the tower defense game. They no longer had to defend a single home in front of a zombie horde and travel to new locations. It works slightly different, but it still was a tower defense version. Unfortunately, I don't think the game went down so well, and on July the 14th, 2014, it was announced that Plants vs Zombies Adventures would be closing down in October. Later that year in November, the game was removed from Facebook and has never returned to the site since. At E3 2013, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare was announced and you got your first gameplay of the multiplayer third-person shooter. Then in February 2014, it was exclusively released on the Xbox One, later to come on the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and on PC. In the first year of Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, it received 5 free content updates, adding new characters, new maps, new game modes, and more. And it was also announced by EA on November the 24th, 2015, that more than 8 million players had played Garden Warfare since its release, which for a first shoot in the dark of a third-person Plants vs Zombies shooter is pretty incredible. On May the 5th, 2015, it was revealed by EA that a new Plants vs Zombies game would be released in the first quarter 2016. And in June 2015 at E3, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 was officially announced, and you got your first gameplay of the game. It was then later released in February 2016. Like Garden Warfare 1, Garden Warfare 2 received multiple free content updates within the first year that the game was released, keeping people interested in playing the game, and it's also been added to the EA Vault, so if you have EA access, you can now play the game for free. And the most recent installment into the Plants vs Zombies franchise is Plants vs Zombies Heroes. This was officially announced on March 10th, 2016, and on the same day, it had a soft launch, releasing the game to certain countries. It was then fully released internationally on October the 18th, 2016, and since then, Plants vs Zombies Heroes has been having continuous support and updates brought to the game, including brand new cards so you can change the way that you build your decks, keeping people interested in playing the game. And that pretty much brings us up to where we are right now with Plants vs Zombies. Who knows what the future holds for the franchise? We know they are working on another shooter for consoles. It's most likely going to be Garden Warfare 3, but nothing has been announced as of yet. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure you do give it a like down below, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. My name is ZEROxFUSIONZ, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time.